Welcome back, everybody, to the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise here on MLB The Show 23. So right now, 61-50. Two-game lead over the Chicago Cubs. This division is probably going to go right down to the wire. But we acquired some help in the pitching rotation. Tyler Mahle, a guy that used to be playing in this division with the Cincinnati Reds, took a couple years there in Minnesota. So we just acquired him. And he has had a very solid year, and I think it's going to really help out this rotation, which has really just been so inconsistent the entire year. Obviously, our number one draft pick a few years ago, part of the rotation, Pablo Santana goes down. Quinn Priester came up. He pitched really well, but he's starting to struggle. Obviously, he hasn't even been here for a full season yet. And then you have Mitch Keller. You have guys like Hunter Brown, Rosie Contreras that have just been up and down and so inconsistent. Whereas our bullpen has been so good. And that's really all we need our starters to do. Just go 6 innings, maybe even 5, and that's it. Pablo Lopez has been fantastic this season. I think he's really been worth the signing, and I'm glad we have him. But yeah, Hunter Brown, we send these guys down to AAA, and they pitched outstanding. I mean, they're kind of at that, you would call him a quad A player. You know, Hunter Brown, he had a great season last year. Pitched even decently in the postseason. Acquired him in that Brian Reynolds deal. But you can see kind of his history. He has a bad season, good season, and now this is a bad season again. So I think because he's had the limited starts, only 26 and a third inning pitch in the bigs, I think we probably bring him back up. Maybe Rosie Contreras and just stash him in the bullpen. He seems to do okay once he's in the bullpen. But as for starting, he's just absolutely is so inconsistent, struggles a lot. You can see the whip at 1.58, 5.57 ERA this year, so it's gone up. But if you put him in AAA, he just seems to be perfectly fine. Obviously, he's going to dominate guys down here. So maybe it's just a bullpen role for him. I think maybe a starter. It's just, maybe a spot start here and there. But I think we'll bring him back up. I know it's just back and forth you go with these guys. But Contreras is going to head back up. I think Mitch Keller, we move him down to AAA. I don't know. It's just not. We're just trying to find somebody that's going to step up to that role. Hunter Brown, let's bring him back up. I think I'm going to actually give him another shot since he only has very limited time. And Quinn Priester, you know what? Send him back down for the moment. Could come back up later, maybe in September. But for right now, just throw him back down there. He's got a lot of major league experience now. That is good. But you can see he's kind of getting hit up a little bit. Now, Will Cousins and Bubba Chandler. Now, Will Cousins, take a look at him first. 10-1. I mean, ERA at 1.64, whip right there at 1. He is pitching outstanding in AAA. And right now, he's the number 7 prospect on the top 50 list. So he is bolted up there. He is definitely well worth it. I don't think he's going to get a shot this year. But, man, you pitch like that, you're definitely going to get a spring training invite. Now, I was taking a look down the list as well, and you can see Pablo Sanchez, who we have in AA right now, has made the list. I don't think he was on the top 50, and now he's up to 31. He's 9-4 this year, 3.16 ERA, has 87 Ks and 116 and 2/3 innings pitched, WAR at 2.9. So Pablo Sanchez, one of those guys that just really came out of nowhere, did not expect that at all. So we're seeing some really good pitching in AAA and AA, and obviously we have guys down there. But hopefully, some of these guys start to step up, because right now in the offseason, I'm not sure what I want to do. We'll see if there's a big-time pitcher in the market. Do we acquire one, or we just trust the guys we have down there? Now, this Cleveland Guardians team, we saw what they did in the offseason. They signed Juan Soto to a big deal. They just kind of went all out. They're going to let's go do this. He's having a fantastic season with 27 home runs, OPS at 981. So they not only sign him, they go and sign Pete Alonso to you can see a big 6-year deal. Looks like it's backloaded. Obviously last year, 52 home runs, I believe, led the National League there. Pete Alonso with the home runs. He's got the power. He's got 25 right now, OPS at 828. He's slugging about 496. So numbers maybe a little down, but still the power is there. And then they get Tyler O'Neill. Sign him to a 5-year deal. I mean, they went all out this season. And they right now, we'll check the standings here in a minute. Looks like they are dominating this division. Now, with this team, I would definitely expect that. And it's not like any of these three guys they have signed are having bad seasons. Nope, they're performing. Maybe you can see Tyler O'Neill, maybe the best season he has ever had. And right now, they are 70-41. They have a 15-game lead over the Royals. This division is pretty much theirs. I don't think they're going to fall apart or any of these teams are really going to take over. Now, if it wasn't for the Dodgers, this would be your best team in baseball, but the Dodgers are just even better than them, which is absolutely ridiculous. So, those two divisions are pretty much long gone. And we have the Guardians coming up here. Take on the Yankees for a few, then the Royals. So I wanted to get in a game against the Guardians. That's why we are looking at them. So we went down to Atlanta. Hunter Brown, complete game shutout. Just a Henry Davis home run, and that is it. So that is good to see. Took 2 or 3 out of them. And then we lose 2 or 3 to New York, but we sweep in a little short 2-game set here against Kansas City. I think, let's see the other start for Hunter Brown. Looks like it could be good. 7 1/3, 5 hits, 2 earned, 10 Ks. So that's good to see. He is 2 consecutive starts back-to-back, pitching really well. And you know what? Let's go into this game here against Cleveland. Right now it's 78-45. Very, very good team. Like I said, if it wasn't for the Dodgers, they'd be the best team in baseball. So we're about to see and go against here a fantastic team, a fantastic lineup, and we'll see what we can do. Right now, still in first place at 67-54. We'll have a pitcher on the mound, Michael Wacha, who has had a struggling year. Last year, we just took a flyer on him in free agency, hoping he would eat innings for us, perform decently, and he did more than that. He was fantastic last year, and in the postseason, he was outstanding. But man, he has struggled this year. So here we go. Tyler O'Neill to lead this one off here against this Guardians team. He'll take a strike 1. 1-2 pitch here from Wacha, and he gets him looking there on the circle change for strike 3. So this lineup, it's beastly. I mean, we saw what they got. And they have other guys that are performing, outstanding as well. So we'll see what they can do as Valera's going to go down looking. So the circle change working here so far for Wacha. And here we go with the big-time bats. Here comes Soto. And, I mean, where do you pitch this guy sometimes? We're going to say he went there on the cutter. 28 home runs. Already has 89 RBI. Man, guy is killing it. Pitch to him. That's be a ground ball. Cruz charging in over to first and gets him for a 1-2-3 first here for Wacha. So on the mound for this Guardians team, it's going to be Zach Plesac. 10-6 on the season, 3.3 ERA, 1.17 WHIP. Very solid season, and obviously with the lineup they have, you're probably going to get a decent amount of run support. So here comes O'Neill Cruz right now leading this team with 22 home runs. Love to get him maybe near 35. That'd be great. Up the middle, right through Plesac's legs there for a 2-out base hit here in this first inning. And obviously with the speed he has, possibly turn that into a double real quick. There he goes. Throw to second base. Not in time. Cruz will be in there with the stolen base. So now, 2 away here. Chance to not get a run will be Trey Mancini. Yeah, the speed he has. 20 miles an hour just like that. One of the fastest guys. Him and Ellie De La Cruz, just ridiculous. As that one's going to be a ground ball. Misplayed there at shortstop. Mancini will be in there safe at first, so that'll be an E6. And now extends this inning when it probably should have been done there. So now first and third, 2 away there with that error. And here comes Jace Peterson to the plate. Still performing well. 325 home runs. Been a really, really good free agent pickup. Has been Jace Peterson. And a chance here to knock in the first run of the game. He'll take the pitch up high for a ball. So 2-2 count here to Peterson. Pitch. Hits this one well deep into center field. And this one's going to be misplayed by O'Neill. Completely misses it. Mancini on his way to the plate. He's in there. And that's 2 runs just like that. I thought O'Neill was going to track that one down. But he could not. And that error is huge. Instead of an inning-ending, ground ball Mancini, now it's 2 runs. So now let's head to the second inning with a 2-0 lead, and here comes Pete Alonso to the plate. He'll take the cutter down low. You can see 2-time home run champ. for the complete major leagues. 52 last year. 1-0 pitch to him. Ground ball. Cruz has got this one easily over to first base. And there you go. Nice job from Wacha. As I was saying, there's other guys in this lineup performing well. Look at the former first-round pick, Chase Stillwater, having a great season. I mean, he's killing it this year, swinging through the pitch there. So that's what happens when you bring in these guys that really affect, guys that maybe probably are hitting, 4 or 5 lineup in for you, can really go down the lineup and perform really well. Less pressure on him. I know he strikes out there, but he's having a great season. It just makes your lineup so much deeper. As Tamar Johnson is going to crush this one deep, well back, and this one's out of here. Johnson takes a yard, and that's going to add a run on the board here. 3-0 lead. And, I mean, our offense is no slouch either. Our offense is really, really good. I mean, I would say through the whole lineup, there's not a whole lot of guys that you can kind of take a break on in this lineup. There really isn't. Even a guy like Wyatt Freehan, who has been struggling, obviously coming back up, but still, you leave something over the middle of the plate, he's just going to beat you, and it's going to go a long way. That's for sure. Works it to a 3-0 count, man on first, and you know what? He's going to draw a walk. So here comes Bader to the plate. A chance for even more damage done here in the third inning with 2 on and 2 away. Pitch to Bader, takes that one outside for a ball. Works it to a 2-1 count. Yeah, Bader's had definitely a way better season hitting-wise, after year number 1. And ground ball to second base, pulls him off, and that's going to be safe. So right now, Cleveland's defense not helping him out. That is the second error there at short. And a chance now, bases loaded, 2 away here. And here comes Drew Gilbert, who has had a really, really good rookie season. He has. Just trying to really build up that power. He'll take the pitch down low, and he works it to a 3-0 count. There's nowhere to put him. Takes the strike inside. So I'd expect another pitch here, definitely in the zone. 3-1 count here to Gilbert. Pitch from Plesac, and he takes it down low for ball 4. And he walks in a run. Man, Plesac struggling here and obviously not getting any help from his defense. As now Davis to the plate with a swing. It's going to be 8-0. He left that one up, and that's going to be a base hit. There's one scored. Bader's going to stay there at third. Station to station to go, and that is another run on the board. 5-0 lead here for this Pirates team. That might be it for Plesac, and that's going to do it. I'm telling you, our offense is just as dangerous. You just cannot, there's no day off with our offense. That's for sure. We might not have the power guys that this Guardians team has, but we just have guys that can do a lot of damage. So still bases loaded. That's not going to get through. Ground ball over to first base. That'll do it, but still knock Plesac out of the game here in the third. And a 5-0 lead for Michael Wacha. We'll go down to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Here comes O'Neal Cruz back to the plate. And you're going to have to hurry up to get him. Thrower to first base, not in time. Yeah, that's going to be a tough play to get the speedster like Cruz. And obviously has the stolen base earlier. Maybe we'll go for another one here. Let's go for another one. Throwing to second base, not in time. Cruz with another steal. Second of the ball game, getting himself into runner, getting to scoring position. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if he gets on first, nobody's on. Can easily turn it into a double. 1-2 pitch to Mancini, and well behind that fastball. Did not see that one coming. So Jace Peterson, obviously, with that double earlier, probably should have been played by O'Neal a little bit better, but sometimes it's tough out there. 3-2 pitch to Peterson, and he'll take a walk. So, I mean, the patience of this lineup has been pretty good today. What do we have? 3 or 4 walks already today? Can't beat that. If you're not, we'll take walks all day. There's no doubt about that. Take walks. Oh man, Wyatt Freehan gets a hold of this one deep into left center, and this one's gonna get out of here. And that's what he can do. He has so much power to all parts of the field, and he takes it deep. Number 12 for him. We're just hoping to really continue to get that average up. Like I said, if he can hit around 230 really to the end of the season, get that on base over 300. And if he's going to bomb out, probably 20. He's got 12 right now. I could think he can get up to 20. you can't really ask for much more than the really absolute struggle he had. And this is his first full season. So Wyatt Freehand takes it deep, and pretty much this game is all but over. You can see 11-0 lead. Waka just didn't allow anything. We get a ground ball and get a 5-4-3 double play to end this game. And what a victory. 11-0 against the second best team in baseball. Obviously a World Series favorite. There is no doubt about that. Are this Guardians team, but not today. Pitching failed him, but not for us. We only allow 3 hits. And yeah, the Freehand with the 4 ribbies, Peterson with the 3. Gilbert added a home run late, and he had 2 RBI. But yeah, Waka 6 1/3, 2 hits, hit 3 walks, but 6 Ks. And now, what do we do for the final 2 games, though? So this is obviously still a crazy team. And speaking of, I said Ellie De La Cruz, I wanted to get in a game against Cincinnati. Obviously, he made his Major League debut a couple weeks ago in real life. He's been sensational. He has played the first 2 seasons, but you know what? I think maybe he's coming into his own here in season number 3. I mean, he had a better season number 2, but he's starting to heat up a little bit. Obviously, only 23 years old. The guy is just fantastic. I mean, he is what a talent he is. Just the speed, the power, everything. You can see he only hit 13 home runs his first 2 seasons, but it looks like he's already going to surpass that. We did end up losing the next 2 games to Cleveland, and then Henry Davis goes down. He'll be out maybe for the remainder of the season. Fractured hand. That is rough. And because of that, now looking at it, I think we have no choice but Endy Rodriguez. Welcome to the big leagues. He's at 23 home runs this year in AAA, 346 on base. He's got an 841 OPS. He was on the spring training roster. And you know what? Here we go. Endy Rodriguez is going to make his Major League debut. Really have no choice. I'm not trusting in Yasmani Grandal and bringing up somebody else. We're going to give this guy a shot. He has definitely proved it with the power in the minors. And here we go. Major League debut against the Chicago White Sox team. And hopefully it is a great debut. And yeah, this is pretty much his spot for the remainder of the season unless he absolutely struggles now with Davis out for 3 months. So here we go. We already got 4-0 lead in the second inning. Cannot complain about that, especially against Dylan Cease. Man, that's a rough pitcher. And there you go. Get it out of the way right away. First pitch, base hit. And there's your first hit in the majors. Endy Rodriguez. Just another talent on this team. I was hoping he was going to make the team out of this year. You know, obviously he can play outfield. You know, that's kind of where I wanted him. I was going to put Davis as your starting catcher, but, you know, him in the outfield doesn't make the team. Struggled a little bit. Maybe he was just a bit disappointed to start off the AAA season, but average around 256, but on base good, and he shows the power. I mean, this is a pretty good time. It's a base hit, 3-0 pitch to Hayes, and he'll take the walk. So we'll get up to second base. Looking pretty good here against this Sox team, as now here comes Tamar Johnson. Nobody down just here in the second inning. I mean, Cease might be out of this game quickly. We'll see. And that's going to be possibly 2. No, he threw it away! Oh, he throws it away! And Rodriguez, we're going to score. I thought that was going to be easily double play. Throws it over to the head of the shortstop. We'll score there. 5-0 lead. And he actually got out of it. Give him credit there. So let's go to the third. 5-0 lead, still the score. Man on first base here with 2 away. Obviously would love a debut homer. Oh, man, that was a pitch right there to knock out of the park. Just a tad bit late on it. Fly ball into center field. Easy play there for the out. As we go to the ninth, still got the 5-1 lead. And this is the other good part about Endy Rodriguez. Switch hitter. So it doesn't matter, lefty, righty. Obviously, you're going to have your weakness either way, but man, you cannot beat a switch hitter, that's for sure, as he'll be safe there at first base, beating out the possible double play. And actually safe at second, man. I did not notice that either. Geez, the errors so far we are seeing in this episode is crazy. The defense has been really bad. That's actually, I do enjoy seeing that. I feel like sometimes this one's crushed deep, and that one's going to be out of here. Brian Hayes, 3-run shot. That'll be another run, obviously, for Rodriguez. So a solid debut, 1 for 4, it's okay. But a couple runs, we'll take it. But, man, nice 10-1 win. 5 runs in the ninth, 4 in the first. Lopez gets win number 17 of the season. So I saw everybody. It's like, oh, you overspent for Lopez. You should have went for Mike Soroka. And Pablo Lopez is now the best pitcher in the NL. So there you go. That signing's looking pretty good. But still, lose 2 out of 3 to the Sox. And now we got a 4-game series here against Cincinnati. And we're going to get into this game, obviously, talking about Elly De La Cruz. You got some other nice, really young players on this team, but man, we lost 2 out of the last 3 series, 70 and 58. We're kind of just hanging along right now. I think that's the whole thing too. It's like this isn't a tough division. If we're in the NL West or the AL Central, we'd be pretty much screwed right now. We'd be just competing for the wild card. But right now, we might be just competing for we'll see. I mean, the Cubs are right there. We got an interesting series coming up with him. The final month schedule, we'll look at that later down the line. That's pretty rough. So this Reds team, I mean, it's got some talent, but we got to take these series. We have to take 3 out of 4, maybe try to sweep. Like, we really, really have we got to do it. We got to win the games that we should win, for sure. So this will be actually a pretty I'd say big 4-game stretch here. It's Cruz with the single. So 2 away here in this first inning. Peterson to the plate. 1-2 pitch to him. And this one's going to be hit into right field. Should be easy, playable, and that will do it hit for the first inning. So on the mound, here is Tyler Mahle. 9-10 on the season, but he's had some really good starts for us. I just think it was a perfect acquisition, He'll hit free agency next year. We could obviously re-sign him, but didn't really give up, a whole lot. We gave up, obviously, a former first-round pick in Nick Gonzalez, but, we gave Gonzalez every chance. It just did not work out. As Fairchild's going to swing and a miss there for the strikeout. Here comes Victor Robles to the plate. Ground ball. That's going to get through for a base hit. Peterson over. Hopefully keep him there at first base, and he will. But, yeah, it just didn't work out for Nick Gonzalez. We tried. Just never happened. And, do what you got to do. We had to acquire a pitcher. We were struggling. We were. As here comes Tyler Stevenson. He all-star this year. 15 home runs, 44 RBI. Having a pretty good season here for this Reds team. Ground ball, though. This is not going to be good for them. 6-4, 3 double play. Ends the first. Nice job there by Mahle. And obviously in this ballpark, the offense can come fast. As here comes Endy Rodriguez. So in the first few games, hitting 182, but just, obviously, first couple of games, he rips that one, and that one's going to be caught, but really good contact. I mean, 100-mile-an-hour cutter, that movement. Jake Fraley could ever get it, but good to see the contact. I mean, it's just, that's what you want to see right now. Just solid at-bats. You know what the power he has. It's gonna be there. 0-2 pitch here to Jake Fraley, and he swings and a miss. Nice fastball location there by Mahle, and gets the out. As Colton Wong's now going to come to the plate here. 3-2 pitch to him. Actually, Brandon Belt, Wong on deck, but Bader over, gets it. I mean, you can't beat that defensively. When you have a guy out there that can do that, can just run down tough fly balls, can't beat it. But nothing yet really going on in this game. Ashcraft has pitched pretty well. 2-2 pitch to Connor Joe. Off the end of the bat. That might get down. It will for a base hit. We're on our way to third base. Throw, and he's gunned down at third. Little too aggressive there on the base pass, J.J. Bleday. And instead of first and second with one away, now it's up to Tamar Johnson to come away with a 2-out hit. And he hits this one well deep into right, but not deep enough. Just gets on his hands a little bit much there for that cutter. And that'll be the inning. Here comes Cam Collier to the plate. Another good young player for this Reds team. 2-1 pitch to him. And this one right back to Mahle. Should be easily playable. It is. Fran's got it there for out number 2. Here comes Marte to the plate, number 9 hitter, only hitting 206 at the moment, man. That's pretty rough. Yeah, not much you can do with that pitch. Fastball in the corner, good luck. 0-2 pitch. Will he go? And they're going to say, yes, he did. Strike 3. And, man, Malley pitching pretty well. Let's go to the 5th. I mean, Ashcraft is, too. There's nothing yet on this board here in this 5th inning. Pitch to Wyatt. Free hand, and that is absolutely ripped up the middle for a base hit. So, leadoff single here in this 5th inning. Trying to get something rolling here. And Bader get on base as well, and that's not going to be what. That's not good. But, oh, man, we're talking about errors left and right here. De La Cruz throws off Wong there, and, man, just like that, he's shaking his head. He's upset. Should have been an easy double play. And now 2-1, nobody down. Here comes J.J. Bleday to the plate. The base running mistake earlier, getting thrown out at third base. But a chance here to make up for it. Pitch to Bleday. Man. I mean, I know it's 100 miles an hour and it's cutting, so it's got some movement. Timing was good. That pitch is there to crush, and just missed it. I'll tell you what, this game represents baseball so well. Just the frustration sometimes. As Joe, did he miss the tag there? He'll get him at first base. He missed the tag. It should have been another easy double play. But yeah, the frustration of this game sometimes. You hit the ball so well, or you think you got the timing, and it just goes nowhere. It goes right to a guy, and it's just... That's baseball for you. It's a frustrating sport. Can Drew Gilbert come away with a 2-out hit? Oh, he hits this one well. Perfect timing. The crack of the bat. Deep to center. And it runs out of gas there right at the wall. Man. Still a 0-0 game. And here comes Ellie De La Cruz. Had the fielding error, but going to try to make up with the bat. 2-2 pitch. And no, he won't. He'll look at that splitter for strike 3. Having a bit of a rough game here for him so far. 1 away. Jake Fraley coming to the plate. 0-2. Guess what? You can go sit down as well. Strike 3. We'll take that as Tyler Malley having a great game here so far. A lot of Ks as here comes Brandon Belt to the plate. 2-2 pitch to Belt. Outside location, but this one is crushed by Belt. Deep in the left, and it's going to have enough legs to get out of here. So Brandon Belt, I didn't think there was really a lot wrong with that pitch. Takes the yard, and the Reds take a 1-0 lead right now in a game where, we only have 3 hits. So the offense not there at the moment. We'll see, but obviously with our offense, you just never know. We can take off at any moment in time. And let's go to the top half of the 6th is Tamar Johnson. Guess they're going to say he went there. Okay. And I was taking a look at the pitch location. He's just been hitting the zone. So it's not much outside. He's just been hitting the zone the entire time. And that's why I feel like his pitch count is only right now at 59. It's like we've had to really swing at a lot of balls because they're there. If you're hitting the zone, there's not much you can really do. We could try to remain patient as much as we possibly can. 2-2 pitch, and there, that one's obviously outside of the zone. But with that cut movement, it looks like it's going to be there. You got to protect the plate. He has been tough. He really has. And obviously, when you have that extra movement pretty much in every pitch, it's so tough to deal with. Really good contact on anything. 3-2 pitch here to Marte, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So a guy hitting 206 gets one through here with 1 away, and then gets the order back to the start. As here comes Fairchild to the plate. 0-2 pitch. Sit down. Nice slider there by Malley. And here comes Robles to the plate. 1 for 2 so far. Try to pick him off there at first base. You can see he is looking to go. Pitch to Robles. He'll take this pitch there for a strike. Last 5 games, he has 5 ribbies. Throw over to the second, and not in time. So you can see he wanted to go, did Marte. Now gets in scoring position. 2-2 pitch, and swing and a miss on the slider. Man, Tyler Malley, have yourself a game. Just a 1 mistake there to Belt. Can this offense help him out, though? We got to get something going. We don't want him on the hook for the loss. Start off this 7th inning. Here is Endy Rodriguez. 0-2 pitch to him. Oh, he hits this one well. Deep into right field. Looking up, and this one's going to be off the wall. Rodriguez on his way to second base. And the youngster, here only really in his 3rd game. First double of his career. And he's got a chance here. Tying run now in scoring position. And here comes Wyatt Freehand. One of the only guys in this game that has a hit. Had that single earlier. Look out. That one's going to hit him in the shoulder. So 2-on. Nobody down. Ashcraft, maybe we're getting to him here. He's still only at 68 pitches. Hasn't really allowed a lot, but maybe this is the time. We're going to lay down a bunt here with Bader. He'll foul that one away. Try to advance these guys over to 2nd and 3rd. So a fly ball will tie this one up. No, we're going to keep it this time. He'll swing! And that one's going to get through for a base hit. Rodriguez on his way to the plate. He will score. We've tied this game up. Yeah, after we saw that first bunt attempt from Bader, you know what? Just let him swing. Let him hit the ball, and he rips it for a base hit. Ties this game up. And that will be it for Ashcraft. He pitched really well. He's, I guess, not out of it yet. He's still responsible for the 2 guys on base. So we'll see what Blade can do. Still nobody down here in the 7th inning. Pitch to Blade. And Blade! This one is out of here. 3-run shot. That's what I was saying right as this inning was starting. This offense can, at any moment in time, you could shut them down through 7, 8 innings, and we could just go off for 5, 6, 7 runs in 1 inning. 3-run shot from Blade, and just like that, we got a 4-1 lead. And then you got Tyler Mahle dominating. And now he's got a chance for the win. This might be his last inning, though. He's kind of running out of juice. 2-2 pitch to De La Cruz, and that one's ripped up the middle for a base hit. So that could possibly it. See a run out of juice right now at 85, 86 pitches. And maybe we just go to the bullpen here. You can see manager tip. He is getting tired. As here comes Brandon Belt to the plate. We're just trying to get him through the 7th here. Pitch number 91. And this one hit deep into right center. Bader over, obviously, with the speed. He's got it at the track. And that'll do it for the 7th. So I think that'll do it for Mahle. Great job. Just one mistake to Belt. Through 7, we'll absolutely take it. As we go to the 8th, Rodriguez up the middle, base hit. So maybe that double is the start of a great, start of a career, ending of a season here for Endy Rodriguez. I'm hoping he stays on this team, obviously. Bader will draw the walk. We're starting to run into the mistake, I would say, with talent, though, where it's like, where do you put some of these guys? But, hey, that's a great problem to have. As Blade, obviously, with that 3-run shot, he would love another one. And he'll take the pitch down low, but he'll draw a walk. So bases loaded here, 1 away in this 8th inning. Chance to add more runs, maybe put this really game away. As here comes Connor Joe to the plate. Joe 1 for 3 so far in this game. He's still having a very good season. He rips that for a base hit. That's going to get through. 2 will score easily. Over to third base is Blade. Joe in there with a 2-run double. Add a couple more. 6-1 lead here in the 8th inning. His 17th of the season. We got a 6-1 lead, and here comes Drew Gilbert trying to extend that hitting streak he had at 8. And that one's going to get down foul. This might be your last at bat here, man. So see if we can extend this hit streak. 2-2 pitch here to Gilbert. And he will extend the hit streak in a great way. Drew Gilbert, this one's gone. 3-run shot from Gilbert. Really, the power, he's not the biggest power guy, but we're working on it. We're trying to get him in that weight room. Up to number 6 on the season. Look at that mullet from Freehand. As Gilbert, 3-run shot. And there you go. 9-1 lead here now in the 9th inning. Let's see what Wyatt Freehand can do. Obviously the power he has, and I think he's going to add one as well. Way back there, and this one's out of here. This obviously ballpark, you can Definitely do that for sure. And Freehan takes him deep, adds another one. Number 14 on the season for him. Great to see the power. We hit one on opening day with him, and after that, it was an absolute struggle, but you could see maybe the dude is back that we saw in the postseason. And 10-1 lead. Should have this one pretty easily. Barlow in with 2 away here in this 9th inning. Stevenson, 1-2 pitch to him. And Cruz should have that easily, and there you go. So, an absolutely offensive explosion in the final few innings where we were shut down, wasn't doing anything at all, and the offense just takes off 2 3-run shots, and it's a laugher, 10-1. When it looked like a 1-0 game, it was going to be interesting, but there you go. Look at the 7th, 8th, and 9th. All 10 in the final 3 innings. Outstanding job. Yeah, Gilbert now up to 6. Bleday with his 5th home run. And what a start from Tyler Mahle. Gets his 10th victory on the season. 7 innings. Great work. And let's see. So we take the first 2 games against Cincinnati. I'd like to probably just sim out the final 2. But yeah, look at this final schedule. It's ridiculous. We finish with the Cubs once again. But yeah, we got LA, San Diego a couple times. San Francisco a couple times. Those are playoff teams. That is. I mean, it's going to be a rough final stretch. So I think that'll pretty much do it for this one. We'll probably get into that series against the Dodgers. That'll be a big one. And obviously, we'll get into the next series against the Cubs because they're sitting there right behind us. Those are going to be some big, big games. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Just continue to hit that like button. Subscribe for more. You can comment down below what you about this franchise so far. It'd be great. Love the feedback. Always does. But I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.